Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 9 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode, we've got 3 games to get through. The first game is against QPR, followed by 2 more league games for us to get through, and that is against Norwich and Hull City. Both of those games are home matches. The first game's an away game against QPR for us to play, so hopefully getting ourselves 3 positive results there in those matches. Before we get into today's episode, if we could try and 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. Let's take a look at the team. We're going to go into the opening match of today's episode as well. Rival starting in goal, Ayling, Janssen, Flint and Berardi in defence. In front of that, Anita and Vieira, Alioski, Sayers and Hernandez as our centre attacking mids are behind Lasogga, who starts as our striker, our lone striker up front there for us. Let's crack on with the game straight away. Let's kick things off, and we are going to get into things and see how we get on against QPR. Should be an interesting match. Obviously hoping for 3 points. We just got to obviously put in a good performance and see whereabouts we end up at the end of the game. Okay, into this match now against QPR at Loftus Road. Let's see how we get on. Going to kick this game off and hopefully start off strongly as well. Obviously aiming to get a goal or 2 in the first half if we can. Just allows us to settle down a little bit and also able to make some changes therefore in the second half without really feeling too bad. Let's see how we get on. Got ourselves a free kick inside the opening couple of minutes. Maybe try and get the ball forward if possible. Janssen's looking like an option here to lay off to. Going to shoot from range. It's not always one of his better strikes, but it's probably what you'd expect. Vieira into Pablo Hernandez, going to shoot here. Hernandez, scores. What a finish from Pablo Hernandez into the top right-hand corner. Gets it past Smithies in goal. We're winning the game 1-0. 22 minutes into this match, giving ourselves the lead. Fantastic from Hernandez. A lot of play sort of in and around the edge of the box here. Little gaps opening up. Lasogga's doing a great job of creating space by holding up the ball, allowing players to run on behind him, and it's allowing a lot of sort of movement around that central sort of area. You see this bit of quick passing here between those guys around the edge of the box. Pablo Hernandez given loads of space. No stopping that. Brilliant strike. 1-0. Lasogga backheels it to Sayers. Sayers, what a finish that is. It's 2-0. That's brilliant play. Brilliant from, again, Lasogga, who's just doing the simple things so well. Off the ball, his movement's fantastic. Okay, he's not scoring all the goals necessarily, but just watch him here. Just this little backheel just takes away the centre-back, allows Sayers to make that run forward, and that's a fantastic strike. Goalkeeper's positioning, not great, let's be honest. I mean, it's not right in the corner of that strike, but just enough to get it past the keeper, who doesn't really move too much. Footwork's not very good there from him, but it does allow us to find the back of the net, make it 2-0, and we now doubled our lead, and that's fantastic. 30 minutes in, 2 of our centre attacking mids getting the goal so far. Sayers. Thought I'd try it. Nearly worked, to be fair. Got a shot away on his left foot. Again, no block from the defence. It's usually the opposite of that. Berardi inside, turns his man there. Sayers now looks to turn and shoot, gets blocked this time. Really good block, actually. Certainly going to trouble the goalkeeper a little bit. Just approaching half-time, still remains 2-0. Glad to be 2 goals in front. It's exactly what we're after. Berardi still going forward here, over to Anita now, onto Ayling. Going to try and get the build-up play right, maybe have a final chance before we end the half, but the little back heel wasn't quite there. Half-time, 2-0. Very good first half for us. Very happy with that. Complete control. And got ourselves 2 goals as well. Managed to take our chances for once, which is good to see. Let's move on to the second half straight away and see what's going to add to the scoreline. 9 shots, 7 on target. Very good half. All 3 changes, Roofe, Gomez and Sacco all to come on. That means we're going to be taking off all 3 of our centre attacking mids. Alioski, Sayers and Hernandez all coming off. Going to rest those guys and bring on some fresh legs. About 25 minutes left to go. Roofe obviously down the centre. Gomez is going to play on the left-hand side. Gets a first appearance, I think, for us there off the bench. Left-footed player. Guy that I think deserves a bit of game time, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he gets a good performance for us. Pretty sure it's his first match, first few minutes for us as well, so I'll be interested to see how he gets on. Lasogga never really going to outpace anybody, so hopefully get some support here from Sacco. He will do. Sacco trying to get going now. He's definitely got some pace about him. Into the back post maybe for Roofe or Gomez, but punched away and unable to find anybody in the middle there. It's a close one though. Good bit of play and again keeping the pressure all on QPR. Some fantastic football at times. Even though we've not added to the scoreline, we still look well in control. And Gomez is through. And to be honest, if that had been a better pass from Lasogga, which it should have been, then Gomez would have had a really good chance on goal there. Didn't quite happen in the end, but did nearly get to it. Sacco has a chance again to get forward. It's whether Lasogga can keep up with him. Seems like he might. Goes for the cross. Lasogga's in there and goes for the connection, but gets beaten to it by the defender. Why is Janssen this high up the pitch? No idea. Oh no, that'd have been a really cheap goal to give away. Luckily hits the post. That's it, 2-0 victory. That's actually the only time we actually looked like conceding the whole game. It was very close as well. We got lucky with that one. It did hit the post. Overall though, really happy with the performance. Fantastic result for us. A really solid performance. Ideally of course we get a few more goals on how sort of dominant we were on the game, but didn't quite happen. Didn't have that many clear-cut chances. A lot of good possession though, and kept the ball in good key areas and like I say, very much in control of the match. So happy with that. 2-0 victory, 3 points points in the bag. On to some player drills for this week. Let's crack on the exact same 5 drills that we've gone with this time round. Kevin Phillips going up on a few stats. Other than that, no real changes. Vieira making a little bit of progress, but not too much this time. On to the next game. Same team. No need to make any changes. Really solid performance. The only change I think was O'Kane on the bench. He got dropped. Grot comes on. He has to get a bit of game time, so that might well happen. It depends really what we need in the game. Of course, the team comes first before individual preferences and that sort of thing. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on this game against Norwich. Obviously currently top of the league in a really good position. 13 points in front of second place, so in a really good position right now. Don't know where Norwich are, but obviously we are miles in front. Hopefully get ourselves another 3 points, and let's wait and see how we get on. They are in their purple kit for this game. Should be interesting. Okay, here we go for this game against Norwich. Let's kick things off and see whether we can get ourselves a victory. Of course, Norwich got a decent team, but we really want to try and beat them if we can. Obviously, over the years, they have taken a few Leeds players, so hopefully we can get a little bit of revenge over them here and try and get ourselves a victory over them. Says into Alioski. Alioski with a great pass into Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez going to shoot on his left foot. I was hoping there was enough power behind it to get it past the goalkeeper. Not quite. He saves well, actually, to be fair to him. And it's out for a corner. You can just see it is pretty much right at him. But like I say, I wanted to drive it past him with power. It didn't quite happen. And we're going to play this one short to Pablo Hernandez. Going to turn out and go on his right foot again. It's awkward for him, but actually not a bad delivery. Headed away, though. Could just see it was going to happen. And it has happened. Jansen's going away a penalty. So frustrating. Is that completely unintentional, of course, just trying to win back the ball with a standing tackle there. Gone to ground and knocks the player over inside the box. Going to be a penalty. No complaints really, it's a penalty, isn't it? But just the way that it happens. Still got used to the new standing tackles on this game. And it's going to be off the post and in. Nelson Vieira there scoring the goal. And that's put Norwich 1-0 up inside. Is it like 10 minutes or something? Not a good start for us. Alioski looks like through here. Sayers going to try and take it around the keeper, but he can't because the keeper doesn't come out. It's a fantastic save though by the goalkeeper again. Doing a great job in net for them. Maybe could have played it across the box. It's a bit of a tight angle to shoot from as well as play the pass, to be honest. Difficult to know what to do, and we've got ourselves a corner. Let's get it in here with Sayers. Can we pick anybody out? Luke Ayling's in there. Going to try and connect with it head of the way though. Into Alioski. He comes inside on his left foot and just passes it to the keeper. Just nice of him, isn't it? Just sweep it up for them. Lozorko looking to turn. Oh, it's a strong challenge. It's a bad challenge as well. It's going to be given as a free kick. 6 minutes left of the first half. I want a card there as well, please, ref. Terrible challenge. Could have injured him. It's a yellow card. Edge of the box. It's right on the edge of the box as well, so it's very, very close to goal. Don't really know who we've got that's able to get it up and over the wall from this range. I mean, I can't, so I don't know how any of my players will be able to. We'll go Pablo Hernandez, I think. Like I say, it's difficult to really know who to go with. Going to try and get up and over. Oh, we have done. And we're back at level terms. Pablo Hernandez scores it. And with 5 minutes left of the first half, we've equalised. Pablo Hernandez gets himself another goal in this game. And it's now 1-1. Really happy with that. And Pablo Hernandez, 2 goals, 2 games. Obviously in good form right now. Gets it up and over the wall brilliantly. No stopping that 1-1. Exactly the way that we wanted to end this first half. 5 minutes to go. Hoping that maybe we get one more chance before the half-time break. Maybe that's asking a bit too much. Let's wait and find out. Oh, straight to the path of Sayers. It's a poor pass. Closer's now bottled it at the back. The ball goes through to Pablo Hernandez, but luckily the fullback, luckily for Norwich, the fullback sweeps up there and clears for a throwing. Seems like they could be crumbling a little bit here. Let's try and get a cross in. Alioski to deliver. Not the best one of his ever, and it will be cleared. Oh, off the post. How has that come about? They've literally had barely any chances. And that's just happened in the 45th minute of the stroke of half-time. Thought they'd scored. I thought they'd scored. Another day they probably do, to be honest. It's half-time, it's 1-1. An interesting game, actually, so far. Not loads of chances, but, you know, towards the end of the first half, obviously, when we got the equaliser, things have started to lighten up a little bit. And that could be a very interesting second half ahead for us. Hopefully going to get ourselves, obviously, in front and try and get ourselves 3 points in this game. It's going to be a tough match, though. Norwich, obviously, when they do eventually attack, seem pretty strong. Chance here. Oh, this is getting ridiculous now. What's happened to the standing tackle? Why is there suddenly a leg being stuck out every time you try and use it? Jansen goes away another penalty. Another chance for Norwich to have a shot on target. That'll be a novelty, wouldn't it? Nelson Vieira, they're just winning it. Probably him to take it as well. I mean, every single time I try to do a standing tackle now, it's ridiculous. 1-1, and now it's 2-1. Frustrating. Goalkeeper went the right way. Didn't dive though, did he? Let's be honest. I mean, he sort of fumbled his way to the ground. It's good of him to move though. And like I say, pathetic dive really from him. Should do better. Should save it. And it's now 2 with Norwich in front. I mean, it's all from those 2 penalties. It's all from the standing tackles, which have been drastically changed to a point where you just can't use it anymore, especially not inside the box anyway, because you end up just fouling someone. So frustrating. I have to get used to that, because that was obviously a big part of my game on the last FIFA, was doing standing tackles in sort of key areas of the pitch. You can't seem to do it on this one. All 3 changes, Trubisky, Roof and Saka all coming on. We are going to take off Saenz, Hernandez and Lozoga. Alioski go on the left-hand side, or stay on the left-hand side, and see how he gets on there. Hopefully going to get ourselves an equaliser goal, and then obviously try and get ourselves in front. But there's 23 minutes to go. We're running out of time a little bit. Have to make those changes to freshen things up a little bit. Obviously a little bit of a change of tactic as well. Need a little bit more pace up front, which is why we're going with Trubisky there and Roof in behind him. Going to try and press on their backline a little bit more. Going to have to try and win back the ball a bit more as well. So that's why I've made those changes. Interesting, Jansen's given away 2 penalties, but yet still isn't booked. Not that I want him to be, but interesting there. Norwich making away forward, and luckily the shot was blocked. No, my days. Should score it. Literally another attack which has come out of the blue and nearly scored from it. Always happens though, it's every team as well. Every team you come up against, they barely have any opportunities, and when they do go forward, they seem to score, or at least have a really, really good chance, like a clear-cut one, and they just don't manage to take all of them, but some of them they really do. That's it, lost the game 2-1. Frustrating, obviously, to lose, but look at the positives. I suppose that it does kind of make things a little bit more realistic. Not in that we've lost to Norwich or anything, but in that we are losing some matches. Obviously, we're well in front at the moment in the league, and last thing I want to do is be on 70 points and have won the league by like February or something. That's the last thing I want to happen. I want it to be competitive, I want it to be as realistic as possible, so us dropping points here is good in that sense. Bad, of course, that we didn't want to drop points against Norwich of all teams. You don't want to drop points to any team, but you know, Norwich in particular is one of the sides that would not have been particularly high up on that list, to be honest, but you know, that's the way it is, and again, like I say, it's unfortunate. They had 2 shots on target and they scored them both, so it happens in a lot of games. It's happened a lot recently where the opposition just take the chances and create a few chances but score them, and yeah, like I said, they've just done that, and we have not managed to match them in that sense. Gutted, obviously, if you go by the way the game went, it probably should have been at least a draw, but yeah, didn't happen, and we lost the game, dropped 3 points. Gives other teams around us a chance to catch us up a little bit. Some player drills before we get on to the final game of today's episode. Exact same players, still trying to train these guys up. No other players I'm that interested in training right now, to be honest. And this week, not as much progress as it seemed like we were going to have, actually. Grot going up on a few stats, but other than that, no other changes. Okay, we've got an email through about risk of losing a player. That's Pablo Hernandez. He's got 6 months or less left on his contract, so we're going to obviously try and sort that out now. We're going to try and offer him a new contract extension. Hopefully he's interested in staying with us. So we are going to go contract negotiations. And I think we're going to have to negotiate it ourselves. I'm pretty sure they have made an update so you can delegate, I think. But obviously this is one of the older saves, so it hasn't happened yet for us. What scrub role does he want? I think importance fair. Let's see what he says to that. Hopefully he agrees. Great, that's what we were hoping for. It was a 1-year contract. Okay, yeah, I think we'll go with that. He's 32 now. I think it's fair to go year by year, so we'll go with that. And my client doesn't want a release clause. We'll accept that as well. So far, pretty good negotiations. Now then, what does he want for wages? This could be interesting. Hopefully they don't hold us ransom here. He's currently on 30 grand a week. I don't want to go that much higher, to be honest. I'll go 35. We'll just see what he says. It's a wage increase. We'll see what he says to that. He'll probably want an additional fee as well. And we'll wait and see. Agent says he's happy at 30 grand, but he wants a signing on bonus. Do you know what? I'm not even going to bother negotiating any further. We're just going to accept it, as easy as that. Okay, so he stays on the same wages. It just costs a little bit of cash. That's fine by me. And he will therefore be staying with us for another year. Wait. No, he won't. Oh, for God's sake, it's not a year extension, is it? It's just a year contract. He was already on a year contract, though, so I've just given him 125 grand and got nothing in return. So he can actually leave now at the end of the season. Great. Unless I managed to get to him before that, of course. But he could now technically leave in January if he really wanted to. That's frustrating. All because they've changed the offer the contracts out. So he gets a new 1-year contract. He was already on a 1-year contract. So yeah, he's just on the exact same deal, basically, just with a signing-on fee. Fantastic news for us. Okay, final game of today's episode. Guess what? Same team. Little change to the bench, and that's the only thing. Ekuban gets on there. Grot gets dropped. So yeah, other than that, we kept the team the same. No need to change it. Obviously, a disappointing result against Norwich, but I'm happy with the side that we have out. We did play better than them. Just bad luck, I think, in that last game. The first game of the episode was very, very good. So hopefully we can replicate that again. And we'll go a little bit of a weaker side for our next episode's game against Burton. So we'll go with that. See what we get against Hull. Obviously, they're doing fairly well in the league. Third, I think. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Could be a tough game. Okay, so this game now against Hull. Let's see how we get on. Got to get ourselves a victory after a disappointing result against Norwich. Can't afford to let too many of these teams back in the title race if we can help it. I'm actually expecting a good game, though, to be fair. I think Hull City got a good side. I'm impressed by some of their players. And just hopefully the team doesn't turn up for this game. Sayers getting past one guy, trying to run past the next. Going to hold it up a little bit and try for the shot, but not enough behind the shot. Disappointing strike at the end of a great run. Alioski into Lasogga. Now to Sayers again, who's running it at the moment in the middle. Shot again, not quite up to much on his left-hand side this time round, but 5 minutes in, he's had 2 shots. Could have had 2 goals. Lasogga into Alioski. He's going to look back to Lasogga. It's great play and another good shot. 8 minutes in, 3 shots so far. Could have had 3 goals again. Some really good chances. Need to start taking one of them if we can in the next few minutes. Pablo Hernandez to deliver on his left foot. Can you tell it's his left foot? Campbell turns, shoots. What a save. Expected that to be a Hull City goal there, actually, about 5 or 10 minutes before half-time here. It would have been a really gutting way to have conceded because, to be honest, we have been in a good position so far in this game to have got ourselves a few goals, especially early on in the first 10 minutes or so. Had 3 opportunities to score, none of which are actually taken, which we've obviously seen a lot of in the last few episodes and throughout the series so far. And frustrating because I think we're going to have some sort of response, to be honest, from Hull City. No way. That's the response. Off the bar and in, it's at the back post. Luke Ayling for some reason can't defend it, and even though I'm pretty sure Luke Ayling's taller than this guy, better at heading than this guy, for some reason, is it Grosicki or something? Gets over him, heads it in the back of the net, off the bar and in. And yeah, that's the response I was on about. That was the kickback of not scoring the 3 goals that we had the opportunity to get in the opening 10 minutes. And it always happens. Always happens. It might even be Luke Ayling that connects with it. Difficult to tell. It doesn't connect with either of them, which is obviously the way that EA have programmed this game. The ball doesn't actually touch either of their heads. It bounces off some sort of imaginary bubble which is attached to them by the looks of it. Very, very strange, but yeah, losing the game 1-0 nevertheless, and again gone down in this match to the opposition, like we did in the last game against Norwich. Got to try and find a way back into this match, hopefully and ideally before the end of the first half, but it's not looking good. Alioski into Sayers, who's had a great game so far. He's going to play it into Vieira, who's now getting crowded out a little bit. And he's going to have to pull something out of the bag from this range. But, I mean, don't do it on your left foot if you're going to do it. Don't. Never. Not on your weaker side. It's half-time, still losing the game 1-0. Obviously, not in a good position. Need to try and get back into the match. Gutted to be losing the game. I mean, the stats kind of speak for themselves. I actually thought we'd have had more shots than that, but we have dominated massively against Hull City. In the opening 10 minutes, basically, is what I'm riding all that on, because we did absolutely smash them for 10 minutes. We didn't manage to get ourselves a goal, and that will end up punishing us at some point, probably during this game. Sayers over to Berardi. Berardi looking to try and score a goal if he can. Yes, he has as well. Berardi scores his first ever Leeds United goal. What a run from the left back. And he slots it past the goalkeeper on his right foot. Fantastic run from him. Gets us back in level terms. And Berardi gets himself a goal. Really happy with that one. Happy to see him finally get a goal. Pretty sure he's not scored in this career, but he certainly hasn't, I don't think, in real life for Leeds. And that is a fantastic run. Fully deserves it as well. Look at the way that he just cuts inside here, gets past the defender, and just slots it home past the keeper. As cool as you like. 1-1, back in level terms. Now a chance to try and get in front. Anita looking into Lasogga. It's a great pass. Lasogga tried to take around the keeper again, but the keeper didn't come out enough to be able to do it. And again, saves it. And we are going to now go with a short corner. Pablo Hernandez going to look for that pass into Anita. Going to play it a bit risky here and shoot, and hits Pontus Jansson. He's that big. Flint now going to have a shot himself. Oh, he finds the back of the net as well. I was not expecting that. Flint has scored from range. 30 minutes left. And it's another defender that's got the goal. The defenders are bailing us out at the moment. It's 2-1. We've got ourselves in front finally. And Flint and the rest of the Leeds players have literally ran into the crowd. And that was a fantastic strike from him. Unbelievable strike as well from that sort of range. Just picks it up here. I thought, why not? Let's have a go. Expected it to be blocked. But there's no blocking that. No saving that either. It's 2-1. 30 minutes left of this game. And we found ourselves in front for once. 2 goals from 2 defenders. 8 minutes apart. Oh, no. This game is rigged. I'm not having that. That is ridiculous. I've never seen that. I have no words for that. That is ridiculous. Look at the way it gets pinged round like that. As if Hull City are going to pass the ball like this. Look how quick they do everything. Look. How am I supposed to react to all this? How's he even seen that pass to Grosicki, whatever it's called? How has he even seen that? Ridiculous. So unrealistic. 2-2, back at level terms. Stupid game. 25 minutes left, 25 minutes to get ourselves back in front of this game. But yeah, like I say, stupid really from them. Through to Sayaz. Here we go. Now it's realistic. Here we go. 3-2. Back in front now. A minute after they scored. Happy with that. That's definitely realistic. We'll take it. Straight from kickoff. Sayaz goes up and scores. Fully deserved after that terrible way to concede from the last goal. Lasogga does a great job again. He's not scoring that often, Lasogga, but I'll tell you what, he's assisting a lot. Sayaz gets his 8th goal this season. It's not even 2018 yet. This could be a lively end to the game. I'm expecting a response straight away from Hull City. They're throwing loads of players forward. Again, going for a cross into the middle. Luke Ayling heads away brilliantly this time. First two changes, Gomez and Sacco score on. We'll take off Pablo Hernandez and Alioski. Basically just trying to increase the pace a little bit, give us fresh legs, 17 minutes to go. We'll see what that does. Tempted to bring on like a holder midfielder to strengthen us there a little bit, but we'll see what happens. We'll give ourselves another few more minutes, and I'll get this ball straight in, and see how we get on here. Sayaz to deliver. What's this delivery going to be like? Not too bad, actually. Luke Ayling's in there, connects with it, and actually was close to finding the back of the nets. Flint had to duck for that one, and Luke Ayling is injured. That might be our third substitution made for us. Oh no. This is where we crumble. Janssen at the back is basically the only one now. Oh, it's another penalty. Jesus Christ. 3 Janssen penalties in 2 games. This is unbearable. Oh, you can't even do a proper standing tackle anymore. Like, what even is this? 13 minutes left. Control's vibrating. It's going to be Larsson to take the penalty. Can we actually save one for once, please? No, of course. Oh, no, didn't need to save it. It's hit the post. Thought it was hitting the post and going in. Of course it doesn't. It stays out. And remains 3-2. We get very, very lucky with that one. Janssen gets very lucky with the 3rd penalty he's given away in today's episode. Unbelievable stuff. I was expecting a free kick there a second ago. I don't know why it wasn't given, but luckily I managed to win it back. What a ball in. Who's marking him? Who's marking him, for God's sake? We're going to have to make a change. We're going to concede at this rate. Saved. 5 minutes left. Making the change. Cameron Phillips just sits in front of that defence now. Sayaz to come off. Taking off our flair play. Have to do it 5 minutes left. See how it goes. Maybe bring on Gomez was a little bit of a mistake. It was a tricky decision. I thought he did well though when he came on before, so that's the reason why he came on to replace our more sort of flair plays, give us fresh legs, but it didn't quite work, and we have managed to clear the corner luckily. That's it, 3-2 victory. It's a great game though, to be fair. 3-2 victory is fantastic for us. Gets us 3 points, the 3rd in the league obviously, so they're a good team. Got a good set of players, but we did have to really fight for that one. Great challenging game, happy with that. Good way to end today's episode, and happy to get 3 points, of course, recovering after a disappointing result against Norwich. And that pretty much concludes things. Fully deserved based on the stats, as you can see. Again, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. It's always the same with the opposition. They take the chances. We are approaching now the January transfer window, so if you leave your suggestions for players you want me to try and sign in the comments section below. That is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.